Let me start with Mark and David and Ron, and if you can talk about what appealed to you guys what appealed to you about the idea of a prequel from a storytelling perspective, and how did the interaction with Sci-Fi go when you talked to them about it?
Oh, please don't make us relive that. No, it was actually kind of fortuitous timing. We had been talking for about a year off and on about the fact that Ron had been involved in a number of Star Trek spin-offs, and Hercules had had a couple of spin-offs, and we were sort of puzzled over whether or not it made sense to explore the possibility of the Battlestar universe having a spin-off. And we'd had a brief discussion with Mark and his group about some of the ideas we were thinking about, that it would be a prequel, that it would be a soap opera, that it would involve sort of this idea of using artificial intelligence as the oil MacGuffin to a Dallas-like world. And then we sort of continued making our show, and we got a phone call from someone at the studio who said that Rami Abishan, a very accomplished and successful writer, had come in to discuss an idea that was very similar in its sort of parameters with what we had discussed, and they put us together with Rami, and it was really kind of perfect because we were so busy with Battlestar. We needed someone to kind of run point, at least initially, and it just worked out really well.
Ron, what sort of did you find so compelling about this idea of the Dallas, using the science fiction genre to sort of approach a drama show from the family? I think it's been called, sci-fi's calling it family saga perspective. What was it about that was so compelling to you from a storytelling perspective?
It was mostly that it just hadn't been done in this genre. I mean, I was intrigued by just trying to take a lot of things that we had done in Battlestar, which was to approach it as a drama that was set against this science fiction kind of action adventure backdrop and really sort of make it a character piece. And I thought, well, let's lose the action adventure component too and take it out of space. And can you sustain, a science fiction show that's really just about characters and really just is a drama first and foremost, and put it on a planet and make it, very contemporary in its look and feel, but sort of explore a lot of moral and ethical issues that the advance in technology would bring up. And I thought, let's really try to do that. Let's make the first science fiction sort of primetime soap. I just liked the concept of trying to do that because it was a challenge and because it was very different than what we had done at Galactica. And it was important to me that if we did a spin-off series of the show, that we didn't just do it again, that we do something that was different and that was a challenge to ourselves and a challenge to the audience.
Okay. And Mark, what was Sci-Fi's reaction to this coming from this different place?
Well, we asked did Ron and David have to be involved?
As we should have.
No, actually, you know what? I think, and Ron kind of mentioned it, I think our biggest concern was to not be derivative of Battlestar. I think Battlestar was such a singular thing. It was so successful for what it was, and I think the biggest crime would have been to look like you're just ripping yourself off. And I think the minute we heard their idea, and I think Remy obviously was a big part of that, it was clear that this was going to be its own animal. It was going to attack a whole different set of issues. And I think that we were coming out of this kind of Bush-Iraq war dynamic and into a whole different place as a country. And I think that this felt like it addressed a whole new set of socio-economic issues in a whole different way. So we were very excited about that too.